Does this look good? Should I change this? Do I suit dark lipstick? It looks like I don't even have a Cupid's bow. Today has just been one of those days for me. So I started the day, I got up at like 8:05, went to the gym with my brother. Can I just say also that's my third time ever going to the gym. I'm not super healthy or anything. I'm coming back from the gym with my brother and it's a beautiful day today. So I was like, I'll take a photo. So I get out my phone, take a few photos, look around, take a few photos. I go to tilt my phone sideways. I like somehow get caught up with the headphones and anyway, end up dropping my phone. It flies out of this case that I got and all the bottom of the phone is all cracked and I cried so much for like half an hour because I was just so heartbroken. It's like, it's a really expensive phone and I dropped it. So because I've been having one of those days, I decided that on the same trend as my last video where I sort of introduced myself to the people who watch my videos, I thought it was about the time, you know, the second video where I like ever talk to you, that I give you all my deepest, darkest flaws. First flaw, I don't know whether I suit this lipstick. You've probably all thought it, you're probably like, what is Kiara doing wearing dark lipstick? I've been wanting to try something different, but I feel like I'm just gonna regret it. I don't know whether I suit it, but I wanted to try something different. So my next flaw, I'm not an amazing dancer. I mean, I'm not a particularly good dancer. I'm fine. I've done dance lessons since I think I did my first dance lesson when I was like 3. I did ballet and tap. Compared to the people I know who can like really dance, I'm just not, I don't know whether I'm just not coordinated or I just don't have, you know, they just have like that face and they're just in this dance mood and they just seem so intimidating. I don't really give off an intimidating vibe, which is also why I don't know if this lipstick works, because I'm like, this is completely contrast with my personality. I am like Tinkerbell mixed with Winnie the Pooh in a person. That's another flaw. I'm not very good at makeup. Today I've got kind of winged eyeliner and dark lipstick and concealer. It takes me so long to do winged eyeliner. Like, so long. Some days when I go out and I'm not wearing it, the reason I'm probably not wearing it is because I just couldn't do it that day. I have no formula to how to do it. I don't, you know, there are some things where, you draw a line here and then here and then here and match it all up and amazingly it's beautiful eyeliner. I just don't have a formula. You know that saying that eyebrows are sisters and not twins? I say that about my eyeliner because they are not. They're just, no. Another bad fault I have, I'm quite an emotional person, like, tends to be the upper hand of emotions. I tend to be quite happy most of the time and laughing and smiling, and that kind of is who I mainly am. I'm really lucky that that's kind of how I've been programmed to be. So when I'm on the other end of the scale, when bad things happen, when I'm upset, when something's not going my way at the moment, I don't handle it very well. Like when things have happened in the past, I find it really hard to cry in front of people. I much prefer going upstairs, going into a corner and just crying to my heart's content and then going to sleep, which is really bad. I don't know why, I just find it really hard to actually show that I'm really, really upset. I don't know whether it's sort of this inner thing that because I'm happy all the time, I don't almost don't want to like let people down by being sad. I don't know. I just find it a bit embarrassing and a bit too exposed. This is getting really deep really fast, but I don't know whether I find it hard to be vulnerable. I don't know. This is kind of like a therapy session right now. I'm just spewing all my problems. Another flaw, I'm getting better now. I've been quite self-conscious for since I like became a teenager, maybe a little bit before that, since I started high school. You come into school and there are these really strict cliques, and I think you compare yourself so much more. So like I could go from my toes to my head and I could tell you something that at some point in my life I've been self-conscious about. Actually, I'll do that now. So from my feet, I've never really worried too much about my feet because, I mean, feet are weird. So legs, I think I may have at a time been a little bit worried about my thighs, whether my thighs were too thick than they should be, which is stupid because no one's thighs are too thick, they're just thighs. I've always been self-conscious, and I still am a bit now, of just like my torso region, and I've just always kind of wanted, you know when girls just have like that faint line of abs? I really want that, but I eat too much chocolate, so I don't have that. My arms, I'm okay with my arms. I hate it, you know when your arms like this and like this little bit? I've been self-conscious about that before, and I think when I first saw that bit I was like, oh my god, what is that? It's so weird. And yeah, I should stop pinching my skin. My face, I've been self-conscious about my, I don't know, my lips aren't very big, which just seems to be a bit of a trend at the moment. Teeth, I had braces between the ages of 12 and 13, so obviously I was really self-conscious about them. Nose, I've been self-conscious about my nose several times for several different reasons. If I go side portrait, you'll kind of notice that it's not straight, there's like this little dip, and I thought it was really ugly and weird. I have like a little circle at the end of my nose, like see how it's kind of like a sphere, which I've been self-conscious about because I just think it looks weird, but I don't know, I'm coming to terms with my nose. I like that it's quite small, but I've had problems with it in the past. I've got really short eyelashes. My eyelashes are usually, you can't even see them. If I just use mascara when I'm wearing eyeliner, they're so short that they don't quite reach over the eyeliner, so you just can't really see them front on. Eyebrows, when I was younger, I thought my eyebrows were too thick. They're not actually that thick. I don't know whether I've like grown into them, whether they've always been this size and so they look big on my little face. I don't know. Why is everybody obsessed with eyebrows at the moment? I never thought they were this big deal, and then suddenly like 2 years ago they just became this big phenomenon. I don't really worry with them too much. Anyway, on my computer, which is recording the audio, it says that I've been talking for 22 minutes, which means this is going to be really hard to edit, and also is kind of sad because it means that I've had plenty of things to talk about in terms of my flaws. I've recently made my Instagram and everything public. Links are all in the description. I post fairly regularly on Instagram, and I'm gonna try and tweet more, but I feel like once I have people follow me who aren't my friends and know everything that I have to say, maybe I'll start tweeting more. So follow me on Twitter and I'll try and think of interesting things to say. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was quite therapeutic to make. Thank you for listening to my rambling. Also, just before I go, Dodie Clark, Doddle, made a video on one of her channels. It's a really good video, so I'll link it down there because it's also talks about this sort of thing, and I think it's a good thing to watch. I'll finally stop talking, and I need to edit this 24 minutes. I hope you're all doing well. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.